What's good, my peeps? It's the Ruckus back at you again. We've got an action figure review for you, another one, as we continue marching down our trail of Avengers, the Puff Adder wave from Hasbro, Marvel Legends. You see the package before you, so you know what's up. You see the figure already out of the package, smiling back at us. Yes, indeed. This has been a solid wave up to this point. We're going to see if that trend continues with this figure. It already looks to be nice. It's looking solid, and I haven't even really truly investigated it yet. But as far as our packaging, we have on one side a render of Puff Adder, the Build-A-Figure, as well as the figures required to build Puff Adder. We've already reviewed the first three: Molecule Man, Baron von Strucker, and Yelena Belova. We also reviewed Iron Man Extremis, which you don't see there because he is not required to build Puff Adder, so he doesn't make the list, which is curious to me. We've got the A at the top there. On the other side, we've got some artwork of Simon Williams, aka Wonder Man. And then on the back, we have another digital render, and we see the accessories that Wonder Man comes with, as well as the parts to build Puff Adder. So there we have it. So that's how we're going to do. You see that figure right there. Before we even proceed, I'm going to let you guys know that I'm going to finish out this wave of figures, including the Build-A-Figure, and then I'm going to revamp my format. I've taken the last couple days. If any of you that have rocked with me up to this point, you've probably already seen that there's been a break in bringing these Avengers videos to you. I took a couple days off to just refresh and to contemplate my position here on YouTube. I've been I've had this channel going on for about 1.5 years now, and I love doing it. I love these figures. I love doing these videos, but truth of the matter is, it's hard out there. It's hard out on these YouTube streets to crack, to break into this part of YouTube. You know, the reviewers, the YouTubers that we all know and are familiar with, they basically got this this section of YouTube on lock. You know, so it's real hard. I mean, today I saw, I'm not going to mention the name because they don't need any more additional pub, but they put out a review. I think it was for some Black Series figures, and the review had gone up 15 minutes prior to me seeing it. I didn't see the video. When I was going through my recommendations, and it already had 5-point fill in the blank views. It's only been 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And so that was good for that channel, but kind of disheartening. So I'm like, maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe it's just, it's hard to crack the code. Like I said, these guys, they've got what they got on lock. So I'm going to change up I'm not going to stop doing this. I'm just going to change up my format. They're going to be kind of sort of, I'm going to go, I believe, in and out style. So I won't take that long. My videos now, I've managed to reduce it down there. Any of you that were with me in the beginning, you know how long my videos were in the beginning. I've got them down to, on average, about 15 minutes. I'm going to get them down even further than that. So my goal is to get them under 10. So we'll see if my long-winded mouthpiece can accommodate that goal. We'll see. But anybody that knows about my other channel, Ruckosaurus Rex, where I review dinosaur and prehistoric models and action figures, I'm going to keep that format intact. I seem to get more love there as far as viewership is concerned. That channel isn't as old as this one. So it doesn't even have the numbers that this one has. So I'm going to keep doing what I do there. This one, I've got to, like I said, I got to change the format. Like I said, about a year and a half. And like I said, I enjoy doing it. But I can't front. It'd be nice to have gotten monetized as well. But keeping it a stack, I'm not even halfway towards monetization of any kind. So I'm going to, step back in terms of how much I'm going to be putting into it, because it's obvious what the issue is. So it's all good. I'm still going to be bringing these reviews to you. They just won't be as long or detailed. It is what it is. Anyway, since I was talking about that, it would be nice if you guys liked the video even after that little diatribe, and share it if you are so inclined, and subscribe. I could let you know right off bat. It would be greatly appreciated. Wonder Man comes with the left arm and an additional hand for Puff Adder. So we'll set these aside, and of course when we get all of the parts together, we will assemble Puff Adder and see what's up with him. Wonder Man himself comes with an additional set of hands. You see these are open grasping hands, like he's ready to snatch someone up. And he also comes with these tiny blast effects. This is for his rocket belt, which even back in the day when he was wearing this costume, it was like, how did he not blaze off the jacket? But suspension of disbelief is part and parcel to reading about superheroes. Here we have Simon Williams, aka Wonder Man, on our rotating base, and you see what's going on. He's got the sports jacket or the safari jacket or whatever you want to call it, and the blue turtleneck. It's a pretty good looking figure. We can see that we've got some reused parts here, but the torso is definitely new, and the figure looks pretty good. Head sculpt is looking good. We'll take a closer look at that when we get him off the base. Now taking a closer look at our guy Wonder Man, we'll first check out that head sculpt, and he's very nice. The digital print still doing its thing. He's got the smile. I mean, that's pretty cool, but whenever we get an expression like that, I think it's part and parcel that we should get a neutral head sculpt to go along with it, because now, no matter what pose we put him in, he's a giggling fool. You know what I'm saying? So that's no bueno to me. He's got the glasses on, and they're on. They're not removable, but they are separate. They're glued on, because you can actually see his eyes beyond the lenses. They're pretty good. The teeth looking good with his Hollywood smile there. Then you've got the hair, pretty decent, and he's blazing that blue turtleneck. So I've got an affinity for turtlenecks, so I'm biased on that. That looks good. Then of course he's got the safari jacket. That's molded in red, and you see we've got the pockets there. The pockets all have what appear to be W's, kind of, sort of. And then of course we've got the belt that's around his waist, also another separate piece, but it's molded in a golden kind of color, plastic looking gold color, if we're going to be real about it. The buckle is the center of the buckle is painted black, with the background, I should say, is painted black, whereas the center is the same color as the rest of the belt. That's I wonder how Hasbro managed that without it being too sloppy. So that's pretty cool. But you see on either side the exhaust vents for his jetpack. He's got the bracelets on his wrists. Pretty cool. Of course, his hands, he's blazing the fists. And then, of course, his lower torso, the legs are molded in black. And you can tell from the arms and the legs are reused. In fact, they're actually reused right here in this wave with the Molecule Man. We first saw it with Dormammu and with the Red Skull. And pretty good considering the wrinkle nature of the sleeves and the pant legs. Then, of course, with the boots molded in red, pretty cool. Turn it to the back. Nothing much going back there, and there shouldn't be. So that's pretty standard right there. Articulation. His head is on a dumbbell, actually, so you're not going to get much going back. That's as high up as he's going to look up. Going forward, you're not going to get that much. His neck is on a hinge itself, so you can get some movement, but not enough to compensate for the lack of articulation with the head going up and down. Of course, he can rotate 360. He can get his arms, the shoulders about 90, as well as do the 360 rotation, bicep swivel. You've got the double jointed pinless elbows, but because of the nature of being a coat, a jacket, it looks pretty ugly there. But at least when they're not bent, they look more or less seamless. Of course, we've got the rotation at the wrist and the horizontal hinge. In terms of his torso articulation, his head is on like his waist is on a, I think that would be, I want to believe it's an inverted hinge, possibly, but you're not going to get much. You're only going forward that far, back that far, you're not getting much. And you hit a ratchet, and you can get your 360 rotation from there. In terms of the legs, you're only going to get that much in terms of the hip movement, and you're not going to get much because of the jacket is the reason I get much in terms of lifting a leg up. So that's about 50 degrees. Going back, you get surprisingly a little bit more than I would have suspected. You've got the thigh cut, double jointed, pinless knees. You have a boot cuff. You can point the toe forward that far, up that far, pretty decent. You've got ankle pivot and, of course, holes, peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Here's Wonder Man with his open, grasping hands. And there's some nice grippers he's got there. Applying his jetpack blast effect is relatively simple. As you can see, these blast effects are molded differently than the standard ones that we're used to seeing. It's flat on one side, and the actual peg is a little bit canted diagonally. That's so it can accommodate fitting the curvature of Wonder Man's hips. And all you have to do is find the hole, make sure that the flat side is against the jacket, and that's what you have right there. So on the other side, we'll do the same thing. And I don't know if you can actually see it, but they're installed there. You can see it now because I'm turning them. But yep, that's how you put them in. And once again, how does he avoid going up in smoke? Hey, it is comic books. And now, especially since I'm going to be changing the format up a little bit after this wave is over, I will be bringing back the measuring. I never really left it. I just keep forgetting. I got to be transparent with you guys, but I remembered this time. So taking a measurement of our guy Wonder Man, he's coming in at just a tick under 6.5 inches tall. Now for a comparison, we've got our current Wonder Man, Puff Adder Wave Wonder Man, next to the previous Wonder Man that we received. This was from 2016, the Abomination Wave. And this was a more modern take on how Wonder Man appeared recently, as of that year. 2016, boy, how time flies. I'd like for Hasbro to tackle Wonder Man's original look. I still love that costume, and I'd love to see that when his first appearance, where he was a straight beast. He was as strong as Thor, and he just dispatched the Avengers like it was nothing. If you didn't know, Wonder Man gained his powers as a result of Baron Zemo experimenting on him. Baron Heinrich Zemo, Helmut's father, and he experimented with ionic energy, and like I said, Wonder Man was a beast back then. And here we have all the figures that we have reviewed in this wave up till now. So yep, we've got 5 of them starting at our left. We've got the Extremis Iron Man. We've got Baron von Strucker. Then going off to our far right, we've got Owen Reese, aka the Molecule Man, and Yelena Belova. So that's what we got going on, looking pretty good. Like I said, this wave is straight solid. The closest to a disappointment thus far would be Yelena, but even she is pretty good. They made what she lacks in articulation and the buck that they use, she makes up for with her accessories. So all in all, wave is turning out to be solid. And so to sum it all up, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Avengers Puff Adder Wave Wonder Man in the Safari jacket is a nice addition, very nice addition to the collection. A relatively classic look for the character, very nice. The head sculpt is nice. Of course, the whole body mold is pretty nice. The torso, the reuse of we'll call it Dormammu or Red Skull arms and legs are welcome. They work. They're pinless. Both sets of joints are pinless, so that's pretty cool. The inclusion of the jet effects is welcome but curious, because once again, and that's through no fault of Hasbro's, that's a whole character design. How he got away with not burning up his jacket is beyond me, and I'm sure many of us. And the crazy thing is, this was back when he didn't know that he was a being of pure ionic energy. He didn't know that he could fly under his own steam. And so this is what he went with. And yeah, so that's how that goes. As far as the rest is concerned, you know, the other accessories, it comes with an additional set of hands, the open grasping hands, which I'm displaying his right one right now. Keep in mind, I failed to mention when I showed the other hands, that when you change out the hands, those bracelets are loose, so be careful, you could lose them. Anyhow, other than that, pretty good addition. The wave is definitely solid as we move along, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about this wave. I'm going to have a few of these in my store. That would be Chaotic Entertainment Toy Shop. I don't have them yet, but they're coming, and I will let you guys know when that happens. But enough of the hard sell. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And leave your comments below. Questions, concerns. Do you like this figure? What's up with the wave? What do you think about the whole wave? And of course, whatever else you may want to talk about down there. Subscribe to the channel. That'd be great. Much appreciated. And if you want to be notified for when I upload another video, hit that bell while you're down there too, and notified you shall be. On behalf of Simon Williams, aka Wonder Man, I am the Ruckus, leaving you with this. Remember, the hunt continues. And I'm out. Peace.